Now let's create our DID vendor, Y Telecom, as a vendor. So we go to Infrastructure, then Vendors, and we're going to create a vendor called Y Telecom. Then we save and go to General Configuration. There are two methods of purchasing phone numbers. The old-fashioned way is when you buy numbers in bulk. So you would buy 10,000 numbers, upload them into the system, and then sell them to your customers. The biggest problem with this method is that you can have thousands of idle numbers in the inventory, and you keep paying for them even if you don't have customers using them. So a much better way is to allocate phone numbers on demand. So when your customer requests a number from a specific area, such as Seattle, USA, or Sydney, Australia, it will be purchased from the vendor only at that moment. So that's what we will do for this vendor. We're going to turn on-demand DID provisioning, which means the vendor offers an API for on-demand DID purchases. There are some predefined vendor types that have specific parameters that define the peculiarities of their own proprietary API. But for this demonstration, we will assume Y Telecom also uses PortaSwitch, so the API for purchasing numbers on their side is the standard API of PortaSwitch. So we choose another PortaSwitch vendor as the vendor type, and then we specify the server name and port of the Y Telecom API server, where we have to connect to order phone numbers, plus the username and password provided to us by Y Telecom for the authorization of the API access. Later on, all new numbers purchased from a vendor will be placed into a batch for easier administration and audit. For now, since we do not have any DID batches yet, we create a new Y Telecom batch and use it. And here we apply the incoming cost tariff we created in the previous step. And finally, we have to specify which PortaSIP cluster the vendor should send the calls to. This matters in case we have multiple PortaSIP deployments around the world. But for now, we will just pick our one and only PortaSIP cluster. The last remaining step is to ensure that inbound calls from a vendor are properly authorized on PortaSwitch. This is necessary as the default setting is to reject any calls from an unknown source. At a minimum, this will require the creation of a VoIP from vendor connection and setting up call handling rules. But it may also include additional steps, such as allowing the IP address of the vendor's PortaSwitch on your network firewall. Since this will differ from customer to customer, we won't cover this topic in this video. In real life, you can consult the configuration handbooks that are available on our documentation site. And the PortaOne support team is here to assist you if necessary. Then, finally, we save again. In order to continue, there are a few small things that still have to be done.